Good morning everybody, and this is your Forex day trade setups for today. So as usual, starting off with Euro USD, and we are starting off on the weekly chart here. I just want to highlight, we had these couple of weeks of consolidation. We've broken through that, and you can see we are kind of hitting overhead resistance here. Okay, so that's the one area. The second area is right over there, and you can see what I'm doing, just pulling up the tails that we have. And what I'm looking for is an area where we should pull back to. And the one that makes the most sense is this 129.17 area. Okay, so if we come down to the 8th hour, you'll see we rejected the first level. The trend is very strong to the upside. We're looking for an area to pull back to. We are far from the moving average at the moment, so we do want to see the moving average catch up a bit as well. So for me at the moment, this is the first level to watch, and that is 129.17. When we scale down to the hour, you'll see at the moment we've broken below the moving average, and you can see we are kind of testing the, not that one, but you can see there is a rejection. So this level here seems to be pretty important. That's 121.390. And first move down, bit of a pullback, got a little bit of a gap here. I would expect a second pullback at least to come and test that weekly level. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm waiting for at the moment. Not looking to be long up here. Would definitely be interested in taking a stab at 129.17. Okay. So moving on, US dollar, Japanese yen. We are pretty much sideways still, and you can see we did reject this area here of 104.249, and the next area for me of interest is pretty much right over here at 103.917. Okay, so just drop down to the 1 hour, and you'll see strong move down and what looks like consolidation. Okay, so the logic for me is quite simple. I need to get below and retest 103.917. Alternatively, what you'd be looking for is, let's see if you can see that. You see this congestion here. So I would put in another level here, pretty much right where we are now. Okay, 103.971, but bear in mind that this is a massive level, 103.917 as well. So we'd have to break through that, come back, retest in that area, and then continue to the downside. So that's kind of sit on hands at the moment. Next one is Euro Aussie dollar. Euro Aussie dollar is a lot of rejection happening here. Look at these tails here. And the important thing to understand is that we have this level of 163.342 that we're just not getting above or below. Okay, so that's kind of a line in the sand for me at the moment. And there is, there's quite a bit of noise in Australia at the moment. There's a bit of a war between Australia and China, economic war basically, where tariffs are being pumped on either side. So that's the one side of it. But the other side of it is, the euro. There's a lot of noise around viruses as well around the euro, so we have to wait and see what transpires here this week. Pretty difficult to call, especially when you're going sideways like that. So if you look at the hour, that is sideways. I mean, the last couple of days have been very much sideways. This is the area to watch, I think, 163.342, but I'm going to play this one a little bit safer. I want to see us break below 163.054, come back and test it, and then that would be my cue to look for shorts on this. Okay, so at the moment, not really seeing anything there. British pound, Japanese yen. So we had a lot of noise around Brexit over the weekend. None of it really positive. So I think this is still going to be in limbo today, possibly for most of the week. But there was an article that I read over the weekend which basically hinted to the fact that just one phone call could change the outlook for the pound. And I think that's exactly what you need to be careful of here. So it could be one phone call either way. So at the moment we are sideways. We've had this pretty big gap down, and I think, you know, this area of support here, and it's going to be difficult to get it exact, but that's kind of what I see. And I'll give that to you on the, oh, that is the hour. Sorry, we started off on the hour. But anyway, you can see we've got this massive inside bar here. We're forming a lot of sort of rejection areas up here, and you know, that is the rejection that we've had at the moment, which is 143.54. So let's just come back to the hour here. So you can see we are pretty much channel based at the moment, and we're also range based. If you just look at this, above and below the moving average at the moment. So for me, we're going to have to clear this bottom area pretty solidly, and then come back and test it for me to be short. The other alternative is another rally to the top of the range, which is up here at 143.54, but I'm not sure I'd be looking for, excuse me, I'm not sure I'll be looking for shorts up there either. This is sideways, and I hate sideways markets. So for me, more than likely, just sit and watch this one for now. Aussie dollar, US dollar. So we've had this massive sort of, I'm not going to call it a rally, but we've had this pretty strong climb. We are clear of this previous area here, and we are testing it. I just want to come to the weekly just to highlight a few things. So you can see the weekly level here. Look at all those congestion around this area, and we're at that area right now. If you look even further to the left, you'll see quite a massive level there. Okay, so if we come down to the hour and we bring in this level, and you can see we came back down to it, we tested it, we bounced, and now we're kind of holding this this moving average. Now, being dollar based at the moment, there's a lot of noise still in the US markets right now, which could influence the dollar. And from my opinion at the moment, this is sideways. It's forming a triangle. That's a small triangle. There it is there. Okay, that is consolidation. So for me, it needs to break. And let's ignore the triangle for now. Let's just bring the levels in. Okay, I'm going to pick up this inside tail here, and I'm picking up these inside tails to the left with a lot of congestion. Those are the two levels we need to break. So the first one is going to be 0.74370. If we break, retest, in other words, break up, come back, find support here, that would be an area for me to be long. Stops would be below these tails. And the converse is true here at 0.74163. We break below and test it and start rolling. That would be an indication for short with stops above the range. So that's the situation that we see there. And if I drop down to the 15 minutes on this, which I don't like doing on Forex, you'll see complete confusion. Okay, big up, big down, big up, big down, big up, big down, big up, big down, big confusion. Okay, so that's kind of the structure that I'm looking for there. I need those levels to break before doing anything. British pound, Aussie dollar. Okay, so we still got pound noise at the moment. This is sideways. There's no two ways about it. There's the bottom of the range. There's the top of the range. So above and below the moving average on the 8 hour, that's clearly range bound. And yeah, I'm still not interested in trading this market, but I am watching the pound with bated breath, because I do believe something's going to give shortly. And I suppose shortly is the wrong choice of word, because something is going to give in the short term. Okay, but the short term could still be a couple of months. So for me at the moment, what I'm looking for is a breakout of one of these two levels. To the upside, 182.610, and to the downside, 180. Okay, so 180 is probably the big area at the moment. But for as long as we're above and below the moving average like this, we are sideways. This is range bound, not something that I want to be trading. But as soon as the Brexit noise sorts itself out, I have a feeling we are going to find a direction. Okay, anyway guys, that's it for me today. Typical Monday. Mondays you typically have to just sit on your hands and wait for the opportunities. Don't try to rush your entries, as everybody wipes the sleep out their eyes from the weekend. Anyway, hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you later. Cheers for now.